I'm a co-founder of a company and developmental officer for my own business that I run with two of my best friends, called Stag Pack. We also have a couple different branches as well, Imagine Pack and Mafia Pack too. Yeah, no, I've two of my best friends ever since we were little kids. So Tom, Tom Walsh is my one partner. I've known him since I was 8. Noah Heward, I've known him since I was 9. Two totally separate groups of friends and everything, but staying in touch with each other. And then it just, the opportunity to start the business just magically came when I was getting married and had the guys right next to me, and we saw an opportunity kind of present itself. So we were all bought in right from the very beginning with like knowing we wanted to do something. So the way that Stag Pack was born was because we were going to be doing and hosting my own bachelor party, stag party. And the way that we do it in Buffalo is really you sell tickets, you get a bunch of guys to one location, you raise a ton of money for yourself. But the way that, well, we'll figure this out along the way, but the rest of the world operates is really like, we're just gonna go to Vegas or a bar and maybe a strip club or something like that, right? And spend a ton of money instead of raising money. So being born and raised in Buffalo, that was all we knew. I was one of the last of our friends to get married, so like, where are we gonna do it? And the food and the beer and all that other stuff. How do you throw a huge party? Like, we were just using a family friend's bar for everybody else. So it was like, naturally, within 10 seconds, we knew the hard parts, right? It was a matter of like, all right, we gotta get raffle prizes and this and board games, like the things that are just gonna be raising you money, right? When we started to get to the raffle prize section, it was, oh, where do we get this? I don't want to get donations. This sucks. No one wants to do this. Very quickly, we Googled bachelor party raffle prizes or whatever we happened to type in, and nothing came up. So the three of us are looking at each other like, all right, Google's broken, right? But just out of curiosity, what if we type in girl stuff, whatever it is, and the millions of them, they're beautiful, they're inexpensive. They're like, why isn't there a guy one here for this? So that's why we wanted to form the business, because we thought we struck gold immediately. Like, this is the best idea ever. How has nobody came up with it? And then a little bit further down the line, we slowly realized that, oh, Buffalo, apparently we're geniuses because we're the only ones, right, that are raising thousands of dollars for ourselves instead of spending it. So the idea that we had in our balloon that we immediately inflated was right away. So it was like, all right, what are we really gonna do here? Who's our market audience now? And you know, we just formed the business. We're getting everything together, and now it's a matter of, what do we do? These dudes that are getting married, they may be partying different beforehand and raising money. Everybody's doing something weird there, but every single guy, it doesn't matter if you're in California or New York or wherever it is, they need to give a gift to their guys. How can we help with that now with our packaging? And that's kind of the market immediately opened up, right? Now you have the whole country instead of just Buffalo, New York, basically. So that was the whole inception of the business and the idea, and starting things with your best friends, and the high of, oh my God, this is amazing, to the low of, wow, this is not gonna work whatsoever, and then pivoting and figuring out different business avenues and all the other fun stuff that goes with it. And here we are. So there's multiple different ways. So the box itself on the outside can be personalized with the person's name. And again, the packaging style is gonna be very unique in how everything's done. But the products on the inside, I mean, very easy way to order. Like if you want your flask or a lighter or anything, like think of like a guy wedding gift, but of course we can do women things as well. I mean, it's very simple. Just pick your design, pick your way of your person's initial, and we'll laser engrave it for you pretty much on any substrate you can think of. So that's really where it comes down to us being able to deliver a unique package for a whole bunch of individual people rather than, you know, one mega company or thing where it's the same logo over and over 50,000 times. So when you're talking about a guy getting married, and he's got 6 dudes that he's got to buy from, and their names are Mike or Blake and Steve and all these other things, right? It's like, how do we actually do this without charging the person $1 million to put everybody's name on it? We decided to invest in our own equipment and just take it on ourselves. So that drastically reduces the price for the customer because we're doing everything in-house. And then it makes us a super flexible because, like, literally, we spent a lot of money on a laser. I don't know if we should have or not, but it could do anything. And I joked around before, but yes, the shark is attached to the laser shark from Boston Powers. But it can really do anything that we want. So it opens the door to, like, we're not limited. And that's kind of cool because customers give us a lot of interesting ideas that, you know, why not? As long as it doesn't burn the building down, let's try it. It is. It is. And that's from the male and female side. The biggest differences that we've seen culturally are, well, when I say culturally, I mean like the Buffalo versus the United States when it comes from the bachelor party side. And that's some are gonna throw the big one and some are just gonna go and spend a lot of money. But everybody still is going to buy a gift for the people inside of their wedding party. And that's 100% consistent that we found. And it should be, that's the customary way of doing things. The people that get forgotten, especially on the groom side, are usually the father-in-law and the father themselves, because you're usually just buying for themselves or whatever it is. And interestingly enough, I have a bunch of friends that also regret not getting themselves something also. So they'll buy for the dudes and the father-in-law, or wherever it is, right? They'll actually do that, but they'll say if it was like a Zippo layer, I'm just gonna use something, right, and make it up. They forgot to get that for themselves to remind them of that special time and kind of connect them with everybody else's unique little thing. So those are the ones that are like, you know, the kick your own butt moments type of thing. But otherwise, yeah, it's customary to get everybody in your party a gift. So the way that our website's designed is you can order for one person, you can order for 1,000 people if that's the size. Those are pretty big wedding parties nowadays. Ours was huge. So everything's free shipping, personalization. It's just a matter of doing it. I strongly believe that the order's not finished until you are 1,000% satisfied. Personalization, there's, you know, we do our best to make everything look absolutely perfect in the way and the proof looks and everything like that. If something gets screwed up, absolutely we're gonna refund. You gotta be happy at the end of the day. And as such a small company, I could care less about the profits. It's more about right now just taking care of the people, because everything's gonna follow naturally once you do the things right and treat your customers right. What's made Stag Pack successful, and I think that's it, is having the ability to trust others and put faith in others that are way smarter than you. And you just gotta sometimes relinquish that control and just let things happen.